Hello everyone, it is me and I am back. Just letting you guys know, my phone restarted, so everything was reset, nothing was saved. I had videos, I finished the whole series for the what if that I was doing, and yes, I saw that you guys wanted to ship. I finished it though, then I did finish writing it. I got over my writing's block and all. I recorded all the episodes I could. Then I forgot my password to my phone and had to restart it so I could get my phone back so it wasn't completely useless. And with that, all the videos that I've recorded and everything I've written on notebook, on the notebook in the phone, was gone. But I am gonna do two what ifs. This one that you're seeing, what if Deku was Brook? And the next one's gonna be, what if Natsu was a celestial fire dragon slayer? I'm not gonna give out much detail on that one. Also, I remember saying, what if Deku was Ida's brother? I'm gonna have to see how I'm gonna do that and where his engines are gonna be. But as you see on the screen, that will be Deku after what's gonna happen. So, yes, as you know, Brook's Tough Root, I forgot the name, allows him to come back to life. And I'll get into more details later on. So, Izuku would have been born around the same age of, Bakugo's mother, Mitsuki. Let me search this up real fast. So I'm going to be quiet. Anyways, I am glad to be back. And yes, I know I am weird at times and not posting a lot. That is my fault. So yeah, Mitsuki Bakugo. So Deku would have been around the same age as Mitsuki Bakugo. How old is she? Let me pause real fast. So, Mitsuki and Hizuki would have been friends throughout elementary. He would have kept his quirk a secret, and he wouldn't get bullied because oh wait, let me explain. So if Brook ever does die, he can die if his spine breaks. Well, Brook from One Piece, so let's say Brook died, he got reanimated. Well, what is it? Reincarnated? Yeah. And so there, he has all his talents and his Death Fruit, but he doesn't have a weakness to water anymore. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. So like I was saying, Izuku and Mitsuki would have been good friends. Very good friends at that. Went to the same elementary school, and Izuku had a great talent for music. For the violin, piano, and the guitar. The electric, normal, bass, mostly how Brook was. And throughout that, also this video is going to be a short one, so he's going to stop by the USJ, just a hint. Also, I'm going to add something very important on how they do something. At the age of 10, Izuku would have gotten a cane sword, a shimiku, a sword concealed inside a cane. I can't pronounce it, so I'm going to call it a cane sword. And he would walk around with it all the way until middle school. The music teacher would have been at the age of 20, while Izuku was 15. So yeah. So all that would happen. They would continue their life, then Bakugo would have been born. And when Bakugo was born, Izuku was around. He went to the UA for their music, so that would have been a thing. Izuku would have been 23 when Bakugo was born. And Izuku would have met Joe's dad. Joe's dad would be 25 at that time. And they would join. I'm gonna change this up. Joe's dad is part of the Rumbar Pirates, but they're just a big group of musicians that sail and travel a lot. So Jiro would have been born, all that. So Bakugo and Jiro would be friends in this one, especially because of Izuku. They both know him, and great dear friends to their parents. Also, they would go around. Izuku, 5 years will pass. He would give Jiro and Bakugo gifts, like a necklace for friends, but a big one, so just in case. Bakugo would be nicer to Jiro, and he would be protective of Jiro because his mom's best friend, and they're friends, parents are friends, and she has a nice quirk. Not as strong as his, but still nice. But then, a fatal thing would happen. When Jiro is 5, also, when All Might was giving a speech and all that, like, getting, all his precious things together, Izuku and Jiro's dad would have been the crew hired, and there would be music, and so that means All Might also knows Izuku and Jiro's father. But he missed the rest of the crew. Thrown by pirates. They would start sailing, and they would accidentally sail into the Bermuda Triangle, getting lost and getting attacked too by pirates, I guess. Poisoned and all. And Izuku would have sent his captain and Jiro's dad and other members all on the lifeboat. A big one at that. Around, I'll say, 20 feet. And he will send a lot of the crew. He would become the captain of the Rumbar Pirates. Then they'll be sailing, but they're poisoned. So, Jiro's dad and all that would be sailing back. It'll be 3 days. They get back and they inform the heroes and all that what's happening. But then a live stream will pop up. And it'll show Izuku's face, setting up the camera and saying, "Is this thing gone? I hope it is." Hello everyone. It's us, the Rumbar Pirates. And they would see that they're bleeding, they're cut, they've been attacked. They got attacked again. First time it was minor ones, some fatal. Others, then the second attack would have been poisoned. He would say this is the last performance the Rumbar Pirates will make. I don't know if I'll make it out of this. We don't know if the crew's gonna make it out of this. And Jiro would have been watching this. Super would cry a little bit. And then the crew and them would see Blink sing. A sad song, but they would sing it. Having an emotional time, and people would cry. And this would have been written down as an important part of history since it would have been one of the biggest crews, and strong crews at that, for musicians who rarely use their quirk but only to defend themselves. So they would have performed to the last breath until it was just Izuku. playing the piano to the very end. It was beautiful, and Izuku said, "I'll be back one day. I know I will. So don't miss me too much, but just know when I am back, please pay respects to the people who have passed." And he would fall dead. The video, the live stream would end with the camera falling off and rolling into the water, ending it. People would cry. Joe's dad would be cursing at himself. And Joe's dad would be in a wheelchair since his legs got very injured. Years would pass. And I would say a week passes until Izuku's soul finds him. Izuku will take all the time he has until 10 years. All the 10 years to train with his quirk. So his soul solid, and he's fast enough to run on water, but he isn't fast enough to get back to land. He trained himself, so he's able to take 15% of All Might's blows, like prime All Might blows now, and he would get all this, and he will be able to freeze his opponents when he pokes them. He does fencing a lot, and he would have worked on armament and observation, but he wouldn't put armament on his outside skin. He still has some skin, it's green. He had to sew himself back together and all, but he would put armament algae around his whole body. It takes a lot of concentration and energy, but over time he got used to it, like it was nothing. Then he'll put over his skeleton, since if his skeleton breaks, his spine, it's over. And his back, he puts a lot of it more in the back, so his spine and ribs and all could take a full 70% punch of All Might Prime, and that's big. Jiro and Bakugo would be training a lot. Jiro would take up martial arts and a sword, a cane sword, in fact, to remember Izuku. But he said he'll be back. Many people thought he would be back through his music. So, and the school that he went to would have gotten famous for hosting one of the greatest musicians. Well, a great musician at that. Still great throughout the days. Many musicians would hook up to the Rumbar Pirates. And Jiro's dad would have been famous. People respect him a lot since he fought a lot, and it was Izuku's choice to send him off. And he would have accepted that, knowing that Izuku wanted him to live with his family more than anything. But then, once Jiro and Bakugo got into Yae, before the Heroes versus Villains would pass, but I'm gonna say the USJ happens a month before, after, what I'm about to do. They would get a transition. And it's one that they thought they would never see again. The Rumbar Pirates ship. An old ship coming out of the Bermuda Triangle back towards Japan, and Izuku could get a code. And he knew what he had to do. He would send a quick response message to Shiro's dad. Gyro, if his name, I don't know. Shiro's dad, yeah, you see, telling them, I'm back. He would have set up a camera real fast and all. Well, an old camera that they still had. And he would start it up just like he did many years ago. He said, and this would be live. He cut down some news outlet, and it would appear in the UA. All of UA would be seeing this. All the people. He set it up, and he said, "Hey, is anyone seeing this? Oh, there is someone out there." And they would see that it's Izuku, but he's banded. He's suited up. He has a green skin. And when he lifts up his arm, I'm gonna say his right arm, so it's completely gone. It's just a skeleton. He says, "I'm alive. I don't know how. I've been out at sea for 10 years. Anyone come get me." And he would broadcast it. Try to, but it wouldn't. It would only get a few in. And Jiro would then it stopped. When he was about to say his location, it just cut. So people stood up. UA were on it immediately. All Might was on it mostly. Jill's dad was there. He called Jill and begged with her to somehow get teachers' help. And All Might, she would ask All Might since she knows Izuku knew All Might. And she would beg with him to ask Nezu if they could go out and try to find him. And he would accept this. He would ask Nezu if 1A could help go out with Gangorka and the seal guy. The seal hero. Also the sludge isn't. All that would have happened. All Might would have gave his quirk to no one. Because he didn't get that much of an injury. So he's still somewhat prime, but not really. He only got like minor damage, not missing organs and all. So his cannon injury would have been shrunken a lot. So that's the thing. Also, I don't know if I did show the cane sword, so boom, cane swords on the screen for now. So yeah, then it's gone. So that would have been happening. And Izuku would wait a lot. Then he sees ships, and he would grab a flare and shoot it up. They would see this and go there as fast as they could, seeing the old ship. And Jiro's dad would be there so he could explain more of the ship. And he would say, "It's there. There it is." Pointing. And Jiro would see it. Bakugo and Jiro would kind of be tearing up a little bit since this was someone extremely important to their parents. They would get there and they would connect the ships. So nothing happens. Izuku would been steering the ship a little as much as he could, and he would run down there, and he's fast, they notice, and he would hug Jiro's father, and they saw that Izuku put the rest of the Rumbar pirates in makeshift coffins and labels, so they would get the bodies onto the big ship. A big, I'm gonna say military ship since it was All Might last years. He would be hugging Jill's father extremely, saying, "I've missed you, my friend." And he would look around, saying, and he would ask him, "How's Jiro? How's Mitsuki? How's Bakugo?" And he would say, "Why do you ask Bakugo and Jiro how they are?" And he would look around, seeing older Jiro and Bakugo wearing the necklace. They kept it throughout the years. And he saw that Jiro had a cane. And they also saw that he had a cane, but also from his knee down, also it would have been skeletal. So yeah, he would walk over there with his cane and hug them tightly, crying, and they would ask him what happened. He would explain how they got attacked at first when Jiro's father was on the ship. He was attacked from sorry, my friend. was there to help you. I was busy defending the rest of the crew. They got past us, and then another ship. I don't know who or what, but they sank. They sank after we shot their ship. They poisoned us. Deadly, very deadly poison. So immediately the doctors there would be having him lay down in the hospital, like behind glass and all, like in a quarantine area, so they could actually heal him up. So that was the thing. Also, anyone that got in contact with them, they had a mask on just in case, like full suits, but the students had gas mask on. So they would treat him and get rid of the disease that he had, so it doesn't spread. And he would explain how he's been on the ship alone for 10 years. My soul came back to me. My quirk allowed me to come back to life. Only once though. And I didn't know when or how long it would take. And it took a week, and by that time I lost my arm and my leg. It would be the right, I believe I said right arm, and then it would be left leg. And he would say how he spent the years training, just in case he got attacked again, in case anyone tried to blow up the ship. And they will take him back. They will hold a huge ceremony. The statue at Izuku's middle school got changed to how he looks like now. And Izuku would thank his music teacher, and his music teacher got a lot of praise by Jiro and a lot of money too, since he helped out a lot. Izuku would have gave his school a lot of funding, match funding. And that now that he's back, they asked him, what is he gonna do? And they had a huge funeral for the Rumbar Pirates. Izuku there, and yes, Joe's dad, if he could still play the guitar. He would say, of course I can. Who do you think I am? They would play. Izuku would play Blink's Sake at the funeral. A little reminder, and some people would sing along. Some crew members' families were there, and they would also sing along. Having a great time. And Izuku would cry a little, saying he wasn't strong enough. But he's gonna make sure that nothing bad happens now. He's back. He's back for good. And all for one, he's kind of mad. Since Izuku was one of the strongest Lombard pirates. Below his captain, and his captain was able to do facets. Many facets. And also, since his work is reputation, Deku's work, yeah, take it. So they would play Blink's Sake, and Izuku would hold a concert with Joe's dad of a song that was supposed to be released but never did. So they would. And let's say it's one of the songs that Brook wrote while during the 2 years time skips and all. So he would play those songs, and it would be him. And he would go up to Nestor and ask if he could work here, since he needed a music teacher. And he would actually accept. So it would be said that Midoriya has taken up a job at UA, now being a pro hero and a music teacher. So Izuku was happy. And that's really all for today. I'm thinking what I should do at the USA and all that, since it's gonna be fun, lots of fun. And should I go into more detail? What should a ship be? Should there not be a ship? Let me know down below. Also, ECQ is 38, 38 or 40, I don't know, around there. Yeah, let's say 39. And Bakugo and all them would have a huge dinner. A lot of people were happy to have it back. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want next. Should I do what if Natsu was a celestial fire dragon slayer? How should I do it? Inform me. I'm open to ears and all. And this might be the last video for today. I'm gonna post another video tomorrow of this what if. So let me know, guys. Yeah, bye, take care, have a wonderful day.